Good morning, Facebook. Today is, I think it's the 6th, September 6th, 2019. Hi. Gonna do I love these almost personal readings. A lot of us are more interested in relationships and all that kinds of stuff. They're mainly the most easy to connect to. So I've done some career and job ones, and they don't seem to be ones that people are most interested in. So I'm going to continue with the story of love. So I'm going to do a weekend read. So we're Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's 3 days. So the next 3 days, right? So the next 72 hours, right? And love. What's coming towards my beautiful collective, Facebook collective friends, in the next 72 hours in love. Now, these energies are the energies current. If you do not like what you see, you can always change your mind. And if any of you guys want some advice on how to do that, sorry, somebody's texting. How to do that, you can contact me, and I will be more than happy to share what I do, because I use the tarot on a regular basis every day to help me guide myself in my manifesting, because I have seen that when I do see something that is happening, it usually is a product of some kind of internal decision that I have made about someone or something. And the moment that I make this new decision, everything in the cards change. The probability, the path that I was taking changes radically, sometimes completely. So I know for a fact, from my perspective, that there is no absolute future. There's no definite future. So, and the way that we change the future is not by just wishful thinking. We have to actually make new decisions that are from a heart center. It is truly the things that we want, or the things that we truly believe, are the ones that happen. So if bad things are happening to you, it's a good time to sit and examine what it is that I believe that is causing this kind of thing. For example, I had a limiting belief that I used to say in my mind, right? Why is my life so hard all the time? Right? So I started examining, why is it? Because my life was just, all this chaos was just, anything that could go wrong would go wrong, and every time something was starting to go right, it always go wrong, right? So I realized that a lot of the self-talk that I did in my mind about the way my life was reflecting in what was happening to me. Another thing, for example, I could be happy about my work, right? And then all of a sudden, something would happen, and I'd take it personally, and then I'd start to doubt. I no longer was certain, and I started making these little decisions of, of these people don't like me, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, all of this weird stuff started happening with my coworkers that didn't happen before, but they were starting to happen, and I started seeing them happening in the cards. So what I decided to do was start asking the cards, What do I need to do to avoid this situation? How should I be thinking right now? What should I be doing right now? And as I started following the cards, and I'm not saying blindly, right? This is me asking myself advice, asking the divine advice. And it's never anything that hurts me. It's actually things that are difficult for me to do sometimes, but they're always things that make me grow as a person. So for example, in my relationship, there was a moment, certain things were happening and I was very unhappy, and the cards told me to walk away. And I was like, what do you mean walk away? Why would I walk away? And I asked the cards because they said if I walked away, something better would happen. And the moment that I released my partner, because we had separated at that time, the moment I released the desire to be with him and I said, okay, fine, I'm going to release it. I'm going to try to, and just wish him the best. And I changed all of my emotions around our breakup, and we ended up getting back together. So, and very quickly, because my energy and my heart, feelings, my thoughts around this situation changed, so that changed my life. So that is how I use the tarot. And I don't think that when I do these readings, and a lot of times that I talk to people who come to me for guidance, it is so hard for them to understand that I'm not just going to tell them a future, right? I can tell them what they're currently manifesting, and I can tell them, it's like if somebody comes to me about love, right? I'm not going to talk about the other person. I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to talk about what you're doing. What is it you're doing in your life that's creating these relationships that you're manifesting? I can tell you what the other person is thinking. I tell you how they're relating to you. But at the end of the day, the way that you're living your life and the things that you're manifesting have to do with you. It's from your perspective. It's from what you're doing. So that is what the tarot is to me. So if somehow, some way you stumble upon my channel and you see one of my tarot readings and you feel like it identifies with you, right? And then you're like, shoot, I don't want that to happen, contact me. I'd be more than happy to share with you how I changed my life through gaining more knowledge and wisdom about how we are humans and how we work psychologically, emotionally, how we can change ourselves, because I was very superstitious before. I believed that everything that showed up in the tarot, oh my God, was going to happen. And I was living in this land of fear and anxiety because I felt like I had no power to avoid any of the things that were coming to me. And in reality, I was creating them through my own doubting and disbelief and all of the stuff that I was doing. All right, enough about me. So now about you guys. I'm going to do a almost personal love reading for the energies that are coming towards us, the collective, the people who watch my videos specifically, and especially the people who actually like my page, because that way I can connect with you guys and I can, do a reading for the people who are actually paying attention to the videos that I'm doing. And if you find this resonates with you, please like my page. That way you can see more videos. I'm putting videos up almost every day now. So let's go ahead into the reading. I'm going to use the Good Tarot to pull out some general energies of the weekend in love, what's coming towards my collective, beautiful collective people in the next 72 hours in love. So what is currently the situation right now? The current situation right now for my collective. Now, this is not gender specific. This is not for singles. This is for relationships. Crushes, people who have an actual interest in somebody. I don't know why I don't do singles. I guess I should do singles, right? But I feel like there's very few people who are actually really single. I think people who are single, some people are just people holding on to people from the past. So they actually do have somebody in their heart that they're waiting out for, or they have somebody that they're in pain about. Maybe they need to let them go, blah, 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 blah. So I'm feeling very chattery this morning, if you can't tell. If you guys wonder why I wear a hat all the time, is I'm growing out my hair, and it looks ridiculous. It's not that stupid length, where it's neither good nor bad. Okay, so The first card that comes out with the energy for this weekend is the Five of Pentacles. There's my camera. So the Five of Pentacles in this deck talks about the Five of Pentacles talks about missing someone. It talks about feeling left out in the cold, forgotten, right? I feel like this person here is so caught up in their pain and their sadness, and they just kind of froze in their tracks, and they're not moving. And they started, moss started growing all over them, and twigs, and even this little bird is mistaking it for a tree. It has bushes on its head. So there's a fox laying at its legs. I've never seen this before, this little fox right here. So just being forgotten, feeling forgotten from the person that we love, feeling left out. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Too much. So please clarify the Five of Pentacles. For those who are wondering, I do believe in God. Okay. So the Seven of Earth is clarifying the Five. It's as if you waited so long for something to happen, and you're now in the feeling that it's never going to happen, right? The Seven of Pentacles talks about putting in the work and expecting certain results, planting the seeds, tending, and then you're looking at your crop, waiting to see when I'm going to reap the reward. So I feel a lot of people could be feeling either way. You could be feeling some kind of sadness or melancholy in regards to your hopes with your relationship. That, maybe there's, I don't like it when people talk so much about signs and stuff like that, but maybe there's a person in your life, I will talk a little bit. Maybe there's a person in your life who is a very grounded person. This person is not very intellectual in the sense, right? You would compare them to an earth sign, which is a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, or somebody who has that kind of homey kind of like energy. Maybe you're that person. Maybe you're a very traditional person. You like the traditional sense of a relationship, commitment, and stability. That is something that you crave. And I feel like a lot of people are feeling that they're lacking that in their lives right now, that they've been working towards that in their relationships, and they're lacking it. Because the Five of Pentacles talks about lack. It's a poverty mindset. It's feeling that you don't have what you need or enough, or you're missing something. And missing is, maybe you're missing the patience. Maybe you're not having patience to wait to see what's going to happen, and you're already feeling that everything is doomed. So let's go ahead and continue to pull some more cards. Now, sometimes with this reading, I might be a little bit more flexible. We're pulling different energies, right, of different people, different cards. So some of you are feeling left out. Some of you are feeling just like something that you put a lot of work into, a lot of energy into, did not pan out. It's not something that you just met. It's not somebody you just met. It's something that you've been putting your energy into for time. You could have been putting your quality time, your sex, your body, your money, investing all of your energy and hope into someone, right? Or something, a relationship. And now you're feeling that you lost. Your investment came out flat, right? Everything that you put the work into is not giving any kind of return on investment. So that's how you're feeling right now, some of you. So further messages for my beautiful collective, almost personal reading. Okay, some of you right now are going through some kind of ending, right? This Ten of Swords always talks about putting some kind of very painful situation to an end. And the swords in the tarot always, which is the air, always talk about a lot of pain, right? They're the most painful cards. The Three of Swords is one of the most painful cards. The Five of Swords is very painful. And strangely enough, the swords represent our thoughts. Now, from our thoughts come our feelings, and from our feelings come our actions, and from our actions come consequences that later on make us think things and make us feel things. So with the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Air, it's about, in this deck, the ending of the end, right? It's like it's already ended. The betrayal, the sense of betrayal, the sense of hurt and pain. And this is where the Five of Pentacles is coming from, right? Is that the pain is you're already accepting the end. And maybe you decided to release someone. Maybe someone decided to release you and they released you. Maybe they broke up with you and they said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I've waited too long. I've waited too much. I put too much into this. And now I just can't do it because I don't feel like there's any kind of reciprocity. I don't feel like there's any kind of exchange and there's no return, and there should be by now, right? Or you can be the one that said to another person, look, I'm done with you. I can't do this anymore, right? And either person, either you or them. Now, I don't mean that everybody's breaking up. If you are in a good relationship. Now, if you're in a relationship, it could just be that you're just going through a really hard time with your partner where you had some really hurtful things happen. Maybe disagreements, lack of respect, lack of valuing the other person, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling trizoned. Sorry, English is not my first language, and sometimes that word sometimes escapes me. So feeling like you were betrayed, right? So, but the Ten of Air here, see how she's breathing. She's kind of bored, right? She knows that there's a transition. There is a transition when you're going through some kind of change. Maybe she's just waiting for the storm to blow over because there's nothing to do right now. A lot of times when we release a relationship, we want to run out and go find somebody else to fill the hole, or run out and go be with our friends and drink or do some drugs, recreational, go dance, have some sex and all that kinds of stuff. In this case, there is nothing like that. It's an acceptance of, okay, there are certain steps and parts to relationships that some are really painful, and sometimes you just have to wait it out and say, okay, I've been hurt, I'm hurt, and now it's time to just wait and stay in my own space, right? And it can be boring. It can be boring being in that kind of mindset, but it's better than being in actual pain. And it seems like with the Ten of Air, the pain has been released. Somebody has accepted the situation for what it is, no longer fighting, no longer holding on to the past and the pain. And that will bring about a new beginning eventually because you're doing it. So here we have the Page of Water. So yeah. So knowing that eventually that love will come again, right? The Page of Water is is an offer of love. It's an initial offer of love. It's the first flirt. It's an apology, right? Somebody coming in and apologizing to you in a very tender way. It's you apologizing to them. It's recreating some kind of, so if you're in a relationship, for example, and you and your partner or husband or wife just had some kind of really harsh time that was hurtful, this is you guys coming back together in a very tender way, and maybe, just though you're wounded, feeling the love still, right? Now, if you've broken up with somebody, this could be you just after feeling all of this pain and letting go of the pain, starting to just feel more tender about love, right? The Page of Cups this one is a child, and this child is a fish child, right, in the water. And there's that sense of there was a storm, and this is coming out of the storm, and just looking at the damage. There's some flowers in the water, and just kind of seeing that things are not as bad as they seem to be, and that you're going to be okay. And this also means that there's somebody's going to be approaching you, whether they're coming back from the past. I feel like it's mostly somebody from the past, somebody that you already know, and they're going to be reaching out to you in your relationship to just try to talk to you and see what happened. Maybe apologize, maybe be more soft now, where before it was very harsh. So what other messages for the next 72 hours for my collective? What other messages? Ten of Water. Wow. So some of you are actually super happy, right? So these two other scenarios could be two different scenarios. You know, somebody feeling the lack, the other person getting over a breakup, getting over some kind of painful situation, and just letting love heal, right? Or in just the apology coming towards you in the next 72 hours. And then the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Water. This is like the ultimate happy card when it comes to a relationship. As you can see, this is like the Buddha that's in the Oriental or Asian culture, where you rub its belly, or you it is sitting on top of a fountain. So the fountain might be where you might throw in the coins to make a wish, right? So this is a super happy card. This is fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. It's happy family, everybody getting along, being extremely happy, right? Loving each other and feeling emotionally abundant, receiving forgiveness, and just feeling super happy in your relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and pull another card to clarify that. And we have the Six of Water. So the Six of Water always talks about nostalgia, somebody from the past, right? This is the card that talks about memories. In the tarot, Six of Cups talks about somebody you've known for a while, somebody that you really, really, really get along with. This could be your partner, or your lover could also be like your best friend. And this is that kind of relationship, right? With the 10 of Cups, and this is the kind of relationship that everybody dreams about. So the 10 of Cups with the 6 of Water, with the 6 of Cups is, in this deck, you know, she's feeling that nostalgic, like she's almost like in pain, which is really weird, because all of the decks, all of the decks really show the Six of Cups as a positive card. And then this one, she's like yearning for her lover, yearning for her soulmate. And in the water, her reflection is actually praying, right? And she's just like holding her tummy and she's yearning. So there could be some of you out there right now that are yearning for this 10 of Cups, that are thinking about your past love in such a way that you actually miss them so much. And you remember all of these beautiful moments that you had, and you remember all of and you want to bring that back. You want to bring that back to the present. Now, but some of you, I want to, you know, there's a very few of you that's feeling that very strong pain and yearning and the lack for this person that you're super connected to on an emotional basis, that you just can't get them out of your mind, you can't get them out of your gut. You're just praying inside of you that the universe bring them back so that you can have this 10 of Cups with them again, right? But for others of you, I just feel like you're just in a place right now where you're just ready to have that beautiful relationship, and you're calling in you're remembering what it feels like to be in a good relationship, or you're remembering that person that you love, and you're just really, that's the energy I'm getting. Wow, that's strong, because with the 10 of Cups coming out all on its own, it's really being in a very fulfilling relationship. But with this Six of Cups clarifying it, somebody's in some really, really anguishing, like gut-wrenching kind of like pain over the loss of a loved one, and I really hope that this is not somebody who passed away, right? It reminds me of how I felt last year. My brother was murdered, and hey Chris, private readings are different prices. They start at $25. You can send me a message if you want to know more. My brother was murdered last year, and I just had this horrible pain because he was like my best friend. So if anybody out there is have lost somebody, a parent or a friend, and they're missing that person, or even lost their loved one, their partner, I really feel for you. Grief is one of the hardest things to overcome. It totally changed my life. I don't feel like I'm at all the same person anymore. And if you need any kind of guidance, I'm more than happy to help you, and reach out, right? So moving on. Not moving on like moving on, right? If that happened, but just let's move on. So the next two cards that we have are the Page of Earth and the Ace of Water. Some of you are preparing to give somebody a love proposal. The Page of Pentacles, which is the Page of Earth, is an offer. It is a new beginning. It's the start of a new endeavor, of a commitment, starting from the beginning again, right? Starting from little, starting from, will you be my girlfriend? Will you be my boyfriend? And this is the Ace of Cups, right? The Ace of Water. So there's a lot of emotion going on right now. There's only on the board, there's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, there's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and there's Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, right? So with this, some of you could be should expect in the next 72 hours in your love life somebody to bring you some kind of love offer. They're preparing to bring this, and it's a small one, right? And it's going to be from somebody that's probably less mature than you, younger than you, or less emotionally developed. But yes, somebody's getting ready to get into the chariot. Maybe somebody's actually going to travel towards you, or maybe you're traveling towards someone, right? Taking a trip. The chariot talks about movement, travel. It also talks about things progressing happily. This is a really nice energy right here with the Page of Earth and the Ace of Water. It feels like autumn. It feels like a harvest time. It feels like a really finally being in something that is structured and stable, finally having that commitment, having a movement that is relieved of all its weird energies of illusion, drama. It just seems so solid. Though it's a small or just but it's moving towards a very long term, something that's going to last for a long time, that's on a very, very firm foundation. And I feel like this is something that happens after some kind of cycle has ended, right? This is the cutting away. The Justice card is a karma card. It represents Libra, right? Weighing, somebody went inside themselves. This is a inside job. Whenever I see the Justice card, this is between you and your God, you and your higher power. This is where we take a heart and mental inventory of everything that we have done or created in past relationships, and we decide that we're going to cut out certain things, that we deserve better. And when we decide that we deserve better, we recognize that other people deserve better too, because it's from a heart center of being honest with yourself and recognizing what has been going on, really. And again, this talks about cutting away all kinds of fluff, all kinds of drama and illusion and just weird shit, right? It's weird, shitty energy that just is stupid. It's all manipulation. It's emotional blackmail, just toxicity. Yes, that's what I want to find. That's what it is. This relationship, this offer that's coming to you guys, oh my fucking God. It is so innocent and pure and so sweet. I can feel it in me. It feels like the beginning of fall, when you know that like Christmas is around the corner and the weather just is getting cooler and it's not hot anymore. It's just like, it feels so good. And it's because of this. It's because justice was done and certain things were cut out and karma was paid. The debt was paid, and now we can move on to a new cycle, to a new time where it's just going to be different from now on. And these are two major arcana. I'm going to go back and clarify some over the 5 of Earth and the 7 of Pentacles for the people who are feeling left out. What is coming for them in the next 72 hours in love. For my beautiful collective. So with the 5 of Earth and the 7 Pentacles, this is moving away from a situation where there was only pain, there was only hurt. I feel like in this situation, someone was giving a lot more than another person. Somebody invested more than the other, and that's usually when we start feeling like we misplaced or misinvested our heart, our money, our time in somebody, is because nobody wins, right? There's all this conflict. There's all this, you did it and I didn't know. You're blaming the other person, and then they're gonna pretend like they're leaving and don't leave, and it's all this toxic, sick, heavy energy of pain. And I think that this person, the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Earth, the 5 of Earth and the 7 of Earth, they feel spent. You feel like you just are done. You're not going to fight anymore, and you're done. You're so done that you've kind of retreated from the other person. You see this person walking away. They're walking away. And this other person is left there like, what? I won? The fight's over? But they didn't win because they lost you. They didn't win because they fucking lost you. Or the other way around. You didn't win. If you were the one who was creating all of the lack, all of the fucking holding back, all of the freaking just all this weird, I don't even know how to explain it in words, because English. If it was in Spanish, I'd probably be able to do it better. Let's pull some more cards. Ugh. It makes my tummy get acid reflux. Just thinking about all of the anxiety that was built around this relationship. It's like narcissistic behavior. Like one person just pouring out all of their love, pouring out all of their, but that's a sense of lack of self-worth too, right? Giving so much to somebody because you absolutely love them and want to show them, and it's almost like pleading with them, begging with them to see how absolutely you are dedicated and love them. And then the other person just like, no, well, I can't, or I don't have enough time for you right now, or I have other things that I need to focus on, or it's not you, it's me. All of these excuses, but not letting the person go and saying, hey, look, I don't want to be with you right now. Maybe we should separate ways because I just can't do it. But they're holding on to that other person because they are getting some kind of gain. The person who left empty, left with nothing, they were giving everything to that other person, and that other person was not reciprocating. And in the end, they're left with a bunch of words. You win. It's like them saying, you win. All right. You want to be a motherfucker? You win. You win. But you win so well that you can just stay with all of your fucking minds and your swords and your ideas and your ideals and your stupid shit. I'm fucking leaving. And that's how I feel the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Earth feels. Hey, Dan. What's up? Been years. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting all up in this right now. And here we have. And this is what I was thinking. This person took half of your 10 of Pentacles. You're left with the 5. You invested so much into this relationship. You're left with the 5, and this person was trying to get away with the 10. But without giving you anything in return. They had it all with you. They had the house, the home. You were paying for everything. You were, they were comfortable, but they were never happy. They were never happy or satisfied enough to actually really commit to you, to actually really give you anything back. I don't think they ever even planned to. Okay, so you leaving, I think they liked the game more than anything. I think their ego needed some kind of validation. Keeping you like that made them feel better about themselves, right? Made them feel like they were some kind of like, I don't even know, because I don't know, right? I don't know how a person would think about that. If somebody's giving to you and giving you all this stuff, it's like they were like this guy, right? Just waiting for you to give more, waiting for you to give more, and they're not wanting to give any. What more does she have? What more does he have? What more does he have? What more does he have? Give me more, give me more. Take. Not even do anything. Not lift a finger, but give sex every now and then, right? Because they know, give a little kiss every now and then, a little hug every now and then. Oh, I'm sorry, babe, and that kind of stuff, just to keep you there. And then when you finally have nothing more to give and you walk away, and that's when they're like, what did I do? That's when they're like, fuck, what happened? What happened? This is the Moon card. This is not understanding. This guy is there. He's like, wait a minute. Where's the stuff though? I actually, without that person and what they were giving me, I'm left with just my thoughts and my words. I wasn't giving anything. I didn't build anything. At least this person is left with 5 pentacles. So they have a foundation to build a new 10 with. They're not left with nothing. They learned certain lessons. They gained some kind of abundance from their own giving, right? Where the other person is left with swords. Swords are thoughts. They're ideas. And they're like, fuck, what? Wait a minute. What's going on? So that's how this other person is thinking, because they know that with you, they had a 10. But guess what? Who was putting in the 7? You were putting in 7, and this other person was not putting in 3, but they were taking your 7 as a 10. If at least they put in a 3, well, maybe they did put in a 3. They put the 3 to your 7 to make the 10. But the 3 was every now and then. Thank you. I hope I look okay. I was just saying how I'm wearing this hat because my hair is growing out. It looks like shit. Anyway, so let's continue with this little storyline. It's starting to get juicy. This other person that you left, they're starting to like, their thoughts, oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. They're starting to feel it. Now you feel like you lost, right? But you're moving on, and you know what you invested, and you really learned some valuable lessons. You learned that you have value. You have value. You do. And this person's here in their pain. Look at them. Look at that face. Oh my God. There's a lot of pouty, crying. You know, this guy with the sword. Look at the guy with the sword. He ended up with 3 swords. All the other ones are on the ground because these other people were like, fuck this shit. I'm not playing with you anymore. I don't want to deal with it. Fuck you. And this guy's like, I win. Ha ha ha. And all of a sudden he's like, what? I'm left alone again. And this could be somebody that they could start thinking of all the reasons why you were the one who hurt them. You're the one who did this. You're the one who did that. Because they still don't know how to recognize their own folly. That they're the ones who created this. Because you gave them everything. You gave them everything. Oh my fucking God. Nobody has received so much in their fucking lives. And now they're realizing with the moon card, they're starting to think, what did I do? Now my heart hurts because what I once had, I don't have it anymore. So we're going to move over here to and I think that you are feeling more like the 10 of air today, where you're like, you're wanting to fly. You know you're still feeling a little bit heavy, but feeling tender towards yourself. You know that love will come again because you do know that, you know how the world works now. I think before you were very naive. I think before you were so naive and felt like you weren't lovable. And I think that's why you invested so much in this person. Sorry. I sometimes get really emotional because I can feel the people's emotions. And I can identify with people, right? So now that you feel more, I just love this card. I just love it. Look at her. She's on the edge. Where is she? She's on this like pinnacle, not like the coin pinnacle, but like on a ledge. And her wings look like, these feathers look like what were torn from her own wings. And she recognizes her pain and she's like blowing at it, saying, you know, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to let this healing energy come towards me, my inner child, my inner healing, my self-love come back, right? And I also feel, though, that this is somebody else coming out, too, to love you, too. These could be your friends. This could be somebody from the past coming in and, you know, just showing you how appreciated you are. That's my dryer. Here we have the Two of Swords. I think this is the other person now. What I'm getting is that somebody is now where you were. The tables have turned. Tables have turned. The tables have turned. If you look over here in this other pile with this moon card, the moon, right? So this person is left in the dark in their own feelings, not understanding what really happened because they just were some fucking motherfucker just really taking advantage. Not taking advantage in an abusive way. I think this person didn't even realize what they were doing or what they had, but they did. They knew how much you cared. They knew how much you were giving, and they knew how little they were giving, but they were getting so much satisfaction out of the interaction of being on top, right? that they got lost in the freaking game, but you've been growing. You've been doing so much. You've been transforming. And now they're in this energy. Now they don't know. They don't know what to think. Their heart is hurting. You left them with just 3 swords because you said, fuck this shit, I'm not doing it anymore. And now they don't know. I'm going to pull out some more cards because I haven't really tapped into the... Thank you. Into the 2 of Swords. Please clarify the 2 of Swords. Somebody is conflicted. Somebody, look at, see this page right here? Look at him. He's like, uh-oh. He's looking back at this volcano, this eruption. Something's gone wrong, right? And the two of Cups, realizing the 2 of Cups is a relationship. It's a bond between 2 people. It's a karmic bond between 2 people. And the page of Wands is about knowledge. It's about learning. It's about starting over, right? Here we have a Page of Pentacles, and that's about a new beginning, a new start. And the Page of Wands is about learning. Now, pages always bring messages. I think this person received the message that things were over, that look at this land, it's desolate. There's nothing here. And they're contemplating that maybe this land was this land before. What was there before? What was there before was someone who really cared about them, somebody who, love and communication and connection, right? I think this person is trying to think if they should apologize or not, if they should approach you or not, if they should communicate with you or not, if they should come and tell you what happened. Give their side of the story. That's what I'm thinking. How should they approach you? They want to talk to you. They want to communicate with you, but they don't know how. They want this Page of Cups. They want to talk about the relationship again. The page has his wand, and the Ace of Wands is starting again. Can we start again? Can I talk to this person? Will she listen to me? Will he listen to me? And here we have a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, right? This man or woman, because it doesn't have to be a man, because it's a man here. It's like all of a sudden they realize that something's gone wrong, right? That something's gone wrong and that they need to do something. They're looking into and when you look in the camera, it's looking into the past, but when I'm looking at it, they're looking into the future. Look at the same volcanoes there, right? So the king is paying attention to this one. See how here you have that volcano, and here you have the volcano also. So it seems like the king is like talking to this page. And I feel like, or maybe this page all of a sudden feels like they need to grow up. They need to mature. Something needs to happen. Maybe this situation kind of transformed them in a way where they're realizing things about themselves now that they need to mature. It's like this situation and this experience aged someone. We're no longer that naive, or no longer that immature, right? Let's go ahead and look at this Ten of Water with the Six of Cups. The Ten of Water with the Six of Water. Strength. So this lady and this lady kind of look the same. And she's praying and hoping that she'll get an opportunity again to live this ultimate fulfillment. So over here, somebody's holding on to the dream, holding on to the hope, right? Holding on to the past, remembering the connection, the complicity, right? Remembering the complicity. Maybe this is before, if you look in this terrain, right? Maybe this is before this mountain erupted. Right here. There's that mountain. Maybe it's before all of this happened, and everyone was together. The Strength card talks about having the strength to tame the ego. It talks about finding inner strength and taming yourself, or taming, maybe you felt like this person, whoever side I'm talking about, maybe you felt like this person was the only person who could tame you, the only person who knew how to tame you, how to tame all of the hurt and pain that you had inside. Or maybe this other person is the only person who knew how to make you feel happy or calm your anxieties. Five of Wands, but there was a lot of conflict. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of conflict, too many energies, too many people. I feel like there was a lot of people involved in this relationship, a lot of outside factors. I feel like it just was too much. Too many outside factors. A lot of things going on, right? And right now there's probably, like, for some of you, there's an inner battle, of thinking of all the things that this person did, or thinking of all the reasons why it didn't work out, or kind of like being like, yeah, fuck that shit, like in your mind, right? Saying, well, they did this and that, they did that, blah, 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 right? So here we have the King of of Cups. And I feel like somebody's emotions are like, the King of Cups normally is not somebody who will show his emotions, who will not get emotional about anything. But in this card, this king hit the waters is really splashing up against the back of his throne. And this fish is like, so there could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio person that is really up in their emotions right now. They're just, I think you're upset. They're upset, but love upset. Like, I can't believe this person did this to me. I can't believe that this person took their love away. I can't believe this, and that, right? Because, you know, there was some kind of fulfillment that was happening for them. Their pacifier is gone. And another person is feeling alone, right? Is feeling like they have everything they need. They're independent and they're strong. They have, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is the single man, single woman. Somebody who financially doesn't really lack that much, but emotionally they're alone. So one of you is feeling like you're all alone. That you're just gonna do your shit, right? You doing what you need to do on a daily basis, getting up, going to work, taking care of your responsibilities, and just, you know, kind of like soberly doing what you need to do. And there's this other person over here, and they're just, and they're all in their feelings about how they feel. They can't believe it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some, this is kind of like the stories, different people's stories. So I'm gonna pull out some cards to what you can expect to happen in the next couple of days in regards to these stories. I'm gonna use the Cosmic Tarot. So it looks like there's been a lot of separations, breakups, arguments, people being valued, other people not being valued, others realizing other people's worth, things coming to an end. So what can we expect to happen in the next 72 hours in regards to these stories? What's coming towards my collective? What's coming towards my collective? Love is coming towards the collective. Love. The Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning. Aces are all about beginnings. The cups overflowing. Right? What are the messages? Heartache. Why this cup? Because of heartache. Because somebody is in pain. Because somebody broke somebody else's heart. Because somebody's heart is broken. There's new love. There's new love coming in. Yes. The Sun card. Clarity. There's that feeling again. There's that feeling of just goodness. Oh my God, I wish I could share it with you guys. It's just this feeling of true. It's a feeling of true, authentic, true love. True. It's a true goodness. I can feel it on my skin and I can feel it in my bones. It's one of my favorite feelings. I associate it with the month of October. October is my favorite month out of the year. For some reason, the energies in October are always just so fresh. This is because of the heartache, because of, and for me, this is the heartache's funeral. Because it's not in a heart, it's in a rose, and they're in this cemetery, and these people are saying goodbye to heartache. They're saying goodbye to the heartache. And when you say goodbye to the heartache and you let it go, that's when love shows up. And then there's the sun. Everybody says the sun is the happiest card in the tarot. I don't know if that's true or not. I think the World card has got to be the happiest card in the tarot. But the Sun card is like the World card. It's a mini World card, right? Without ending a cycle. It's just good times. It's everything coming to light. Whatever that was in the dark, now there's no more lying and cheating, and there's no more manipulation. We've put the heartache to its grave. We've mourned it. We got it flowers, and we put it in the cemetery, and we gave it its... See the lady back there? She's with her mourning clothes on. So the next 72 hours, my people, somebody's going to come back into your life. Somebody new is going to come into your life. Whichever one goes with you, your relationship is going to, there's going to be a lot of forgiveness. There's going to be conversations. Somebody's suffering right now. Any more? Anything else? What else? Don't know. It doesn't seem like they want to say anything else, right? I mean, with the Lovers card, with the Ace of Cups and the Sun, what else can you need, right? Just going to see if maybe with our little Rider-Waite deck, if there's anything else. Justice. Again. Justice again. So karma, it is done. It has been done. For the Three of Swords, clarifying the Three of Swords, it has been done already. So the Three of Swords, right now you're in a time, all of us are in a time collective. You're in a time right now that the heartache has been put to rest. Rest in peace. And justice is being served. You will get what you deserve. And what you deserve is love. What you deserve is love. Too much. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Any more messages for my collective? Wish fulfillment. Guess what? Ace of Cups plus the 9 of Cups is a 10 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. I feel like you're about to step into one of the happiest times of complete emotional fulfillment. That's your 10 of Cups. It's coming. It's coming. Current energy is coming towards you right now. And then we're going to just clarify the Sun, and then we'll be done. The sun. What's this clarity? Who's coming towards my collective? Who's coming towards them? A brand new beginning. A brand new adventure, a brand new beginning. A brand new beginning. You finished the cycle. Justice. You paid the karma. You put the heartache to rest. You let go of what was hurting you in the past. And you let it go. And now your wish fulfillment is coming, which is true love. Any more? Passion. Now you have an Ace of Cups and you have a Ace of Wands. Brand new passionate beginning. Brand new passionate feeling. Brand new sense of being alive. Being alive. Anything else? Anything else? These two and then we'll be done. There you go. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the mother of everyone. Look at that mountain. That mountain we've been looking at. The abundance, the flowers. It's no longer a desolate land. It's abundance in everything. It's not just abundance. This new beginning, this new love, this new spark of passion, this new passion, it's gonna bring you all sorts of abundance, not just in love, also in your work, in money, in finances, relationships, your friendships, your professional relationships, your children, all of it, your family. It's just gonna bring you, the tables have turned and the wheel is turning. And now you're going to, look at how she's looking at her pentacle, you know, she's enjoying, she's on her throne and she's just abundant. So you guys are coming into a really good time. So the next 72 hours, let me know what's been happening, what will happen. There's going to be some kind of breakthrough for all of you in regards to love and romance. Whether if it's finally leaving back and letting go of some self-limiting beliefs that were holding you back from actually finding a relationship or fulfilling your relationship, or if it's you letting go of somebody and meeting somebody else and that person being the one that will fulfill all of those things that you tried to fulfill with somebody else, or someone else coming back and them being and reciprocating and being the one that you needed to fulfill those things. Everybody's living different stories, but yes, justice will be served. You will receive your wish fulfillment, and those are the current energies right now because the heartache has been put to rest, and you're no longer hurting anymore. 6 of Swords, no longer hurting. You've decided to move away, and move away really quickly from all the pain, right? So there you go, you guys. I'll see you later for another reading. And if you like my if you like me, if you like my channel, and you like my videos, please like my page and subscribe to my YouTube channel too. I haven't been posting any videos over there because I don't have the equipment. I'm waiting to get 1,000 subscribers. I know that sounds ridiculous. I'm trying to do it through Facebook. So if you like it, on my page, there's a link to go to my YouTube channel. As soon as I have 1,000 subscribers, then I can live stream from YouTube, right? And that would be better. So namaste and have an amazing day, and see you guys soon.